All right, thanks, Lawrence. The city of Oakland's finances are really in a world of trouble, so much so that in a draft report, finance staffers talked about Oakland being on the verge of bankruptcy. That report has since been rewritten, and references to Chapter 9 bankruptcy have been removed.
Yeah, but that sure doesn't change the fact that Oakland must close a projected $115 million deficit before next June. The city council was briefed today, and KRON 4's Dan Kerman has details.
The city of Oakland is on the brink of fiscal collapse unless the city council acts fast. Tuesday, the city's finance team told council members if they continue spending at the current rate, the city will end this fiscal year in June of 2025 with a deficit of nearly $115 million and risk insolvency. Closing the gap won't be easy.
Reductions in our public safety budgets are now unavoidable to effectively address the current year shortfall.
Police and fire services are on the chopping block because they're responsible for most of the overspending. With the police department projected to overspend its budget by $51 million and the fire department projected to overspend its budget by $34 million. OPD Chief Floyd Mitchell told the city's finance committee earlier in the day they're already taking steps to address the overtime budget.
We implemented measures to really pull back all of our discretionary or special assignment overtimes. Other than that, the officers are, staying late for a specific assignment.
How cuts to police and fire will impact public safety are unclear.
What's up, y'all? Gerald here, creator of Gospel Chops and your host for this YouTube channel, back with another video. Now, y'all, as a native son of Northern California's Bay Area, it breaks my heart to bring this story to you that Oakland, California is on the verge of collapse. Not only social collapse, but fiscal collapse. In this last election, seems like people are trying to wake up just a tad, where they have recalled the mayor, they have recalled the district attorney. Y'all, they won't change in this city. But much like a sister city of Chicago that is all the way blue, all the way left, seems like they waited for too long. The crime is out of control. The corruption in city government is out of control. Y'all, this is a city that I grew up in and around. Being loyal to the soil, I always thought the town was the town. I always thought it was cool to be in the O, but that was a different era. It's not what it is today. I remember when the Eastmont Mall was a mall. Y'all, they closed the mall down and made it a police substation. It's that bad. And here we are with the Hagenberger corridor that has been all but shut down. It was a big tax base, y'all. They had all these businesses going out towards the airport, all this traffic in and out. Speaking of in and out, the In-N-Out burger on Hagenberger is now closed. The Denny's is closed. The Starbucks is closed. All of those businesses in that corridor, even Walmart, y'all, listen, you know how bad it gotta get before Walmart pack up and leave? Y'all, the Walmart is gone. Not only are those businesses gone, y'all, Oakland has lost the Oakland A's, the Oakland Raiders, and the Golden State Warriors. They no longer have a professional team in that city because the city is trash. Because the city management is trash. And here you have so many Bay Area residents that are screaming for help from the police, from the fire department, from city services. Y'all, they burning tires in the middle of intersections in residential neighborhoods. They having sideshows, they doing donuts, and these are not the sideshows of back in the day when we used to go out and enjoy them. No, these are sideshows that are violent. Folks are coming up dead at a sideshow. Things that were once unheard of. This city is Gotham. This city is Sodom and Gomorrah. One of our content creators on this platform, Benny Johnson, went out there and he tried to record some content talking about how bad Oakland was. He got robbed while he was there. It's that bad. And it seems that the city is so focused on grifting, so focused on getting what they can get, that they have left the taxpayers with no hope, no options, no solutions. I'm glad y'all threw out Shang Tsung, Shang Tao. Glad y'all threw her out because she deserved to be gone. But just like in Chicago, where they throw out a bad mayor and get in a mayor that's worse, I have no hope that Oakland is going to do any better in the future. Y'all, crime out of control, homelessness out of control, the tax base gone, businesses leaving, professional teams leaving. Where's your tax base? You gonna raise property taxes in a crime-ridden city? What solution do you have? Y'all, as a Bay Area native, it is sad to see this happen to the town. But I can't say that I didn't see it coming.
With a live shot of Oakland, where the city is looking to make some severe cuts to balance its budget.
Finance Department sounded the alarm on Friday, saying balance the budget now or declare a fiscal emergency. Officials say any reductions will have to be done soon and could mean laying off police officers and browning out fire stations.
Dahlin reports on the options on the table.
Oakland is facing a deficit of $93 million for this fiscal year alone. Since public safety takes up a majority of the budget, experts say any kind of cut will likely involve police and fire. Much like an emergency, Oakland's finance department calling for urgent solutions to close the deficit. The city admits it's already spending money from its emergency reserves.
To cut already shortened police department makes absolutely no sense. And to cut the fire department means absolutely no sense.
Tahira Hodge worries about possible cuts to police and fire. She and her family evacuated from their home last month in the Keller fire. She credits the fire department for saving her neighborhood.
I looked out and I saw all the smoke and there was some fire in the trees, and I was like, oh my gosh.
In a contingency budget plan released in June, the city talked about reducing the police force down to around 600 officers. Right now, the city has roughly 670 officers. Oakland had 613 officers back in 2013, so 600 would make it the smallest force in years. The contingency plan would also brown out a handful of fire stations, freeze positions across city departments, and reduce hours at rec centers, libraries, and senior centers.
My priority is public safety and a clean city. I need the police and the fire department to respond.
Councilman Noel Gallo and others have warned Mayor Shang Tao and her allies about this financial mess back in June. The current budget depends on selling the Coliseum, but the city has not received money from the deal.
At the end of the day, we're going to have to negotiate with the unions. We got to make some reductions. We may have to lay some people off.
He says cuts alone won't be enough. They need concessions from the unions.
Crime numbers were down, and so that restores positivity for people to want to come and shop in Oakland, do business in Oakland.
Business owners and residents worry any cuts will derail progress made on public safety.
Having safety is number one, and you have to, because if not, businesses will close.
We need the firemen, we need the cops, because it's too much crime in Oakland.
Residents like Tahira admit any solutions will be painful.
They need to figure out something else because the safety of everyone in Oakland is on the line.
The mayor has been recalled and will be gone after December 5th. The city council will be meeting on Tuesday to talk about how to solve this budget crisis.
And once they balance the budget for this year, then they have to balance the budget for the next 2 fiscal years. City officials estimate they've got a $120 million structural deficit from 2025 to 2027.
Now, if I gave y'all a look at some of these Oakland City salaries, you'd see that the problem is at the top. It's much like a lot of these West Coast universities that have fallen to the same mentality. Go woke, go broke. Yeah, some of these city governments are the same way. You stack the top. You pay them well to do nothing. You take the tax dollars, you punk it off. Folks are getting rich at the top, but no city services are being done up to standard. Garbage ain't being collected. Police ain't investigating crimes. Folks getting robbed every day. Murders going unsolved. Arson, fires being started all over the city. Can't fix it. Can't solve it. No solutions from the city. But city government salaries keep going up and up and up for these incompetent individuals. Same thing goes on in the universities. You look at universities on the West Coast over the last decade, it's getting top heavy with administration, even though in many cases, student enrollment is down. But these salaries keep going up for the administrators, y'all. This is how they do it. This is the grift because they care nothing about the common man. They care nothing about cities like Oakland. And here we are, folks who love the Bay, folks who grew up here, stuck with people who are robbing the area and letting it become something it was never intended to be, a crime-ridden area. It's sad to see what Oakland has become. It looked like a burnt match, y'all. You drive through East Oakland and it looked like burned out buildings everywhere. It looked like somebody said, looked like a bomb went off in Oakland. Where's the money going? It's mismanagement. That's why all your sports teams have left. You ain't got nothing left but homelessness and poverty throughout the city. Y'all, there was once a time in this great city of Oakland where there was a demarcation point. There was a differentiation between those who lived in the hills and in the skyline hills way up there and those who was in the flatlands. Y'all know that them goons from the flats have went up into the hills and started robbing folks in the hills? In the hills of Oakland, you ain't even safe no more. Ain't nobody patrolling. Ain't nobody controlling. You couldn't pay me enough to live in Oakland, because I'd have to sit on my porch every day with my AR-15 ready for whatever, because whatever is in the neighborhood now. It ain't just in the flats. It ain't just in the kill zone. It ain't just in deep East Oakland. No, it's up in the hills, y'all. That is a testament to the mismanagement of this city. And I hope, I can only hope, because I'm not a resident of that city and I ain't got a vote, but I can only hope that they put someone in a position of power that can bring about positive change to that community, because I'm never one to lose hope. I'm an eternal optimist, but I always think about the kids that are suffering under the decisions that are made by these feckless politicians. Yeah, I was a little happy when the feds kicked in the door of the mayor of Oakland, Shang Tao. What you into, girl? That the feds kicking your door in? What kind of shakedowns you involved in this city? You are the manager. You are the mayor of Oakland. And you so corrupt in your mayorship duties that the feds kick your door in? Yo, what are you to expect from anyone beneath this woman when this is the kind of corruption that goes on at the top? Yo, when you pray, and I hope that you pray. If you're a viewer of this channel, I hope that you're a prayer warrior. Listen, pray for Oakland, because they're in a struggle. They're in a downward spiral, and I don't know if they're going to ever find their way out. And I'm right here next to them. Y'all let me know in the comments what you think about deep East Oakland. Businesses gone, sports teams gone, crime up. And they talking about cutting the budget. We got to cut the police. Crime is already out of control, and you going to cut the police? If you got any good sense, you might want to get out of Oakland. For years, I've said it about people in Chicago. Just throw your stuff in your car, fill your tank with gas, put your kids in the back, and drive as far as you can get away from there. I feel the same way about Oakland. And it don't make me feel good to say it. Y'all, let me know in the comments what you think about Oakland, California. I'd love to know your thoughts, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the video so we can get more people involved in the conversation, y'all. And like I always say, always remember and never forget, without the gospel, it's just chops. Until next time, peace.